Review problems for algebra. Problem number 11. Determine the domain of the relation. Given 11, 0, 5, 7, 18, 15. So these are the ordered pairs. Now, when you're looking for the domain would be the x values. So listing the domain here is just listing the x coordinates for each ordered pair. So we have 11, 5, and 18. So the answer would be 11, 5, and 18. You can also arrange that in order, but 11, 5, and 18 would be the correct answer here. So that's the domain. If you're going to be asked for the range, your answer would be 0, 7, 15 for those ordered pairs. Problem number 12. If f of x equals 5 raised to the power of x, find f of 3 and f of negative 3. So we have here an exponential function. So x here is on the power, and when you see f of 3, x is equal to 3 here. So that would be our x, which is 3. So having f of x 5 raised to the power of x, and the value for x is 3, then therefore we can say f of 3 equals 5 raised to the power of 3. That would be 5 times 5, that's 25 times 5. It gives you 125. So that would be the answer for f of 3. 125 here. When x is equal to negative 3, then just plug this in the same way as we did on the first solution. So we will just say 5 raised to the power of negative 3. When you have an exponent of a negative, you have to bring this down to the denominator side to make it positive. So it's like 1 over 5 raised to the power of 3. And we know what is 5 raised to the power of 3. That's 5 times 5 times 5. That's equal to 125. So therefore our answer here is 1 over 125 for f of negative 3. So it's a fraction. Again, f of negative 3 is equal to 1 over 125. That's problem 12. Problem 13. Match the rational function with the appropriate description. Given f of x is equal to x plus 4 all over x plus 5. Now let's investigate the first choice. They say that the y-intercept is 0, 4. When you see y-intercept, x must be 0. So putting 0 on your equation here, it will not give you 0, 4. It will give you, well, for y, it should be 4 over 5, and your x is 0. So this is not the right answer for a letter B. the vertical asymptote is x is equal to -4. When you're talking about vertical asymptote, VA can be calculated by setting the bottom term equal to 0. So our vertical asymptote here is x plus 5 is equal to 0. Since x is plus 5, or x plus 5 here is the denominator. And then solving for x, it gives us x equals -5, which is our vertical asymptote. And x is equal to -4 is not the right one also. So we have a choice of a D here. That would be the answer that matches our vertical asymptote calculation. So that would be the correct answer for 13. But letter C, let's investigate. It says the x-intercept is 5, 0. When you're talking about x-intercept, you set y is equal to 0. So if y is equal to 0, on the other side, it will not give you a 5 for your x-intercept. So that is not the right answer for C. Again, our final answer for number 13 would be letter D. The vertical asymptote is x is equal to -5. In case you'll be asked to find the horizontal asymptote in this equation, you can look at the degree of the term on the top. So we have a power of 1 on the top, and you have a degree of power of 1 also, so they have the same degree. So in this case, we're looking at the number in front of this term. It's a 1 and 1 here. 1 divided by 1 is 1. So therefore, our horizontal asymptote should be y equals 1. That would be the horizontal asymptote. Just in case you'll be asked for other problems. But in this case, for problem 13, you're only asked about vertical asymptote, which is x is equal to -5. A slanted or oblique asymptote also can be asked, and our answer is none. If you have horizontal asymptote, there's no slanted asymptote in this case.